Welcome to another episode of Core Discussions. My name's Legacy.
And I'm Max.
I'm Bobby.
I'm Jay.
Good evening, everyone.
All right.
A
Evening.
bloody good day.
Good evening to you, sir.
If you hear that, you know we're doing a special Halloween episode. So today is going to be of scariest kids TV shows. Now, this is probably one of our hardest lists. It was actually so hard we had to trim it down to a top 5. So, gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we had 6 that made it on the list because we had a tie at 5th place. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So coming in at 5th place was voted on by one person, D3. It is Truth or Scare.
And y'all don't remember watching that growing up?
Nope, that's why I didn't put it on there.
I sure don't.
It had the, what's her name, from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Joe Trachtenberg. It told real stories, but in a creepy way. And I remember as kids, we watched a few episodes, and it creeped us out a lot as kids.
I don't remember.
It's like a kid's version of Beyond Belief.
Beyond Belief, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it was. I just remember we watched a few episodes, and we were terrified of it.
Could not remember it, so could not make the list, sir.
Yeah, like the intro will have like lightning strike, it had like an ominous mood. And if anyone want to know, it came on Discovery Kids. But that channel obviously does not exist anymore, I don't think. Yeah, that's what it was. It was just tell ghost stories and it creeps us out as kids. And then I saw it on a list. I'm like, oh yes, I totally remember that show now.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, if since no one else ever don't remember seeing it, that's all I got.
Yeah, sorry, I can't add to the conversation.
You really can't.
So we're going to go into another one that was also voted on by one person. This is an R.L. Stine, known for a kind of more children's horror. It was R.L. Stine, The Haunting Hour.
Yeah, that was me. This one is a relatively new one. It came out in 2010. So I watched it maybe 5 or so years ago, and I thought, for a kid's show, this is actually pretty dang creepy.
I know the first one was that doll one, which was kind of creepy. I would think as a kid. Anything with dolls, I mean, life is creepy as a kid. I'm just saying.
And those episodes had the daughter from that Brothers movie that I couldn't stand. You know the one I'm talking about, the one that was mad at her dad at the dinner table?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure none of y'all else have watched it. Bobby said he saw an episode.
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen a couple episodes.
But I think it's a pretty solid effort to be scary to children. It's kind of forgotten about because I thought it was pretty good quality, especially for the 2010s
Yeah, I felt like it
era.
was a 2010s update of the Goosebumps type thing.
Yeah, that's
It's
essentially
all times for.
yeah, that is essentially what it is. It's Goosebumps for the modern kids.
One match where there was like a video game one. They got sucked into a video game where they got to kill zombies.
Yeah, they had to do that. There's one with like an ice cream truck that comes down. Another one with like this house that has like this dollhouse that has like the dolls in the house are getting murdered.
Oh, that's fun.
So it's kind of funny because the person like goes to the toy store, buys toys, puts them in a dollhouse, and they just get murdered by the evil spirit in the dollhouse. It was kind of funny. It's not streaming anywhere. I just checked, so unfortunately.
There's a couple episodes on YouTube.
Yeah, so I'm looking this show up. It had a 4-season run, 76 total episodes as well. The next one was voted on by several of you guys. It's coming in at number 4. It came in with 4 points. Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
That's the cartoon one?
Yeah.
I think I've only seen one episode of that show, and I honestly thought it was pretty boring. So
One that was on Tubi.
And it will stay on Tubi.
I mean, it's not just a story, but some of the visuals on that show, I think, could creep out. Not like a 7-8-year-old, but like a 4 or 5-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a much watered down version of the show because they could not do that.
No,
I
it is.
expanded my thing for kids shows. Like I'm going from little to 10 and younger. Some shows are like 4 or 5 range. This one, I think some of the visuals, like if you see werewolves, vampires, zombies, talking dolls, it'll creep a little 4-year-old out.
No, man. Yeah, I think it could scare a little kid. But again, my experience with it was that it was not scary because I saw it as an adult. I didn't see it as a kid. So, of course, this didn't have that effect on me. So I don't have that association with the show.
So we're going to also hit some of the honorable mentions. There wasn't many on the list, but the last. The other one that came in with 2 points and just missed out on the list was voted on by one person. It was Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, I put Ren and Stimpy. I didn't rank it highly, but I think a lot of the visuals in the show could be scary to a child because sometimes they went really disgusting, and that could kind of maybe unsettle a child.
I think it was just like gross sometimes.
Yeah, and I can see a child being scary because like there are some times where Ren gets super angry and you don't know what he's gonna do. So I can see a kid being like, I don't like this.
Yeah, the episode like when they're pulling. Was the episode where they're pulling teeth out? Was that the kids one?
Bro, that's the kids ones. That's the kids ones. Dude, Max and I watched that one. I'm like, what the heck am I watching, dude?
Yeah, that show pushed it. It's really a wonder why that was a show.
Yo, they would. Yeah, you could not do that. You cannot do that now.
I'm going to talk about mine. It also came in with 2 points. It was very short. It was a quick TV show that came on in 2000. It was actually a game show. It was called Scaredy Camp. That was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, never seen that one.
It was one of those. I used to own Nickelodeon Gas, and I used to watch it. It was the summer of 2002 it came out. So it's one of those, deep cut fans.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
The premises of it is it was a game show. It was usually guys versus girls. It was usually a team of 3. They went to this camp that had ghost stories, and they had to compete over like this ghost story, and they had to kind of find out. They'd give them pieces of the ghost story, but they had to find clues and find out what the ghost story was. They would give them clues and they competed to find out what happened and what was the whole thing of this ghost that haunted the camp and what all happened. It was like one of those that like it had scary moments. Young Phil wasn't as scared because at that point I was like, about middle school age, but like you show that to a little younger kid, yeah, it can be a little creepier. So I put it on. There you go.
That's a deep cut.
It was a deep cut. I actually had that one. I had to, because I took my time and thought about it and didn't just give up. I was like, ooh, this show I remember. I had to look up the name because I could not remember the name. It also, fun fact, so the host of the show was Emma Wilson, who's the daughter of Ann Robinson, who, if you remember from This Is For Us, The Weakest Link. She was the host of the BBC game Weakest Link.
Oh.
So fun fact. All right, so let's go back into our list. This last 3 got quite a bit of points. So coming in with 15 points, coming in 3rd place, this show was probably the best show out of all the ones on this list. It was known for its creepiness. It is Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, some of the visuals are frightening.
I was never personally scared of Courage. I never really was, but I could see how people would be.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw
every list of scariest kid shows, you'll see Courage.
Right, I mean, there was like some unsettling ones. Like, God, what's the guy's name that would like shave everybody?
Oh yeah, Fred.
Fred, yeah, Fred. He was kind of creepy.
That was an unsettling episode.
Is Fred the naughty?
Yeah.
I would say the one with the tombstone.
King Ramses.
Yeah.
Return the slab.
Return the slab. What? Return the slab, or suffer my curse.
That one was a little creepy. That one was probably
one. Girl's playing violin. When she turns around, you got like a little monster face.
It definitely had its like creepier episodes.
He had one episode with cats in the motel. And he has a whole bunch of giant spiders there.
Yeah, I don't like spiders.
Spiders.
I mean, it was still a really good show.
It did have one of the funniest moments I've ever seen in a kids show. It's with the Hunchback, and him and Eustace are going back and forth telling jokes on each other. And each time the Hunchback's like, "You sir are incredibly bald."
You know how you spell ugly? You.
And you, sir, are extremely bald.
Wow. hey, that's not funny.
Bet Eustace didn't like that.
He did not.
The grossest episode of Courage for me was the episode with the toad mobsters.
Okay, dog, it's like this. You drive us to the bank, Oh, the fat lady gets it, say?
Hated
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, that was
that'd be
disgusting.
No, I like that. Yeah,
That-
saying
Yeah, no, I like it, but I
it was
can't watch
good.
it because it's a giant effing foot. Even
was
back
like,
then, as a kid, I didn't like feet.
That never really bothered me.
This show holds up. Like some of the other ones that will have some cheesiness to it, I think this one holds up.
Yeah, there's one we're talking about that is cheesy a lot now, but still holds up pretty good, I think. But no, Courage, it's definitely the best quality show we have here.
No, good show. And if you have not watched it, please go watch it. So we're going to go into our number 2, came in with 19 points. It has actually been revived 2 times from the Best Kids Network channel. Yeah, I said it.
Nah.
It is Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Great show. Midnight Society. I'll tell you what, these kids must be the greatest storytellers because I don't know many people that can tell stories like these kids can.
Well, I think even this one has a creepy kind of entrance music or intro. What do you want to call it? With the swinging chairs and the music's kind of just like creepy.
Yeah, like little kids laughing. Little kids laughing is always creepy for some reason.
And I would say that this is probably scarier than the other show we talked about, but I think it's less memorable than the other one. They're both memorable, but I think the other show we may possibly talk about, just as far as notoriety, is definitely higher. I mean, this one, like you said, got revamped, and I've seen some of those. Those are actually not too bad either. The new Are You Afraid of the Darks?
Don Paramount Plus, if anyone wants to know, Paramount Plus.
This was on Nickelodeon, Saturday nights on Nickelodeon. This used to be the last one of kind of before Nick at Night started. So I think it was like all that, Keenan and Kel, and something of like Amanda Show or something was coming. So I used to always watch all that, Keenan and Kel. This one at first, when I was young, because this came out in 92, at first I did not watch it because I used to, like, my siblings didn't watch it because it would scare the mess out of me.
Clown episode. They had some good monsters
Yeah.
on some of these episodes.
As I got a little bit older, I watched a couple. It was good. It was very well. There actually are theories that go around about the kids. You all heard the ones like the kids are actually dead.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
All of them are kids are dead. That's why they can come in there. And then it always used to end the same way with them lighting the campfire, and then they poured the water out and poured the campfire out.
Which
So
I did appreciate because they show kids put fires out. Don't leave them, burning.
Don't leave them burning. No.
But yeah, for some of these monsters, like monster designs, they'll creepy kill like the ghastly grinner. That's some scary stuff for kids.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few episodes. Or is the Ghastly Grinner the blue and yellow clown?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's like one of the most notorious, and he looks creepy too.
Yeah, like, he looks creepy no matter how you slice it.
And it's pretty good, like, stories of, like, bringing ghost stories down to kids' levels and still giving that horror.
And I think if I was going to show a new person who hasn't seen these shows, I think I would show them this one if they're looking for a scare more so than our number one, just because of, again, I think this one may hold up better than the other one, but I think the other one's just so ingrained in us 90s children that I couldn't possibly not put it at number one.
It helps. Once we get there, I'll say why it helps. I just want to be number one.
So we're going to go into our number one. Came in with 21 points. Everybody voted for it. It was a show. It also is a popular book series that came out, and I remember seeing the books all over school. There have been also movies from the books. We are talking about, again, a popular director of R.L. Stine. It had 4 seasons, 74 episodes. It ran from 95 to 98. It is Goosebumps.
If one, the intro helps us more because it's more memorable.
You will beware. You're in for a scare.
They are bringing Goosebumps back.
Oh, really? So what helped is the first episode is so iconic. It's that creepy mask episode that helps set the tone for the rest of the show.
No, you want to know which one scared me as a kid? You remember the one with the garden gnomes? Scared the mess out of me because I'm like, everybody. I was like, you see garden gnomes all the time. I'm like, what if they see me and then try to come in? You know,
Creepy mask one scared me, and obviously Slappy the doll.
the one where if you ate baby food, you got turned to a baby.
Scariest one to me was the Scarecrow episode.
Yeah, Scarecrow episode.
Slappy, like you said, he's definitely the most iconic villain, I would say. And I think dummies like that are always kind of creepy, so that's pretty perfect for a kids show.
And he has multiple episodes.
A lot of good episodes. Admittedly, if you rewatch the 90s ones, some of the effects, of course, do not hold up well. But it is still enjoyable, especially for people who grew up with it. It may not be the most exciting thing for a newcomer, but I think if you are okay with it looking dated, it is clearly a 90s TV show. There's still a lot to enjoy.
You can tell the budget sometimes because there's one that was like a SWAT monster, but you could clearly tell it was just like paper mache.
Yeah.
I think this is a great show. It'd be like baby's first horror show. This is where you start with.
When you're a parent like I am, I have a young son who's interested in horror. I've already showed him some Goosebumps, introduced him to the genre. So it's a good stepping stone.
Yeah, this one was good. I think also what helped is just because it had the books as well. That's where I first heard of Goosebumps. Then I saw the TV show. So
It has that name recognition.
this was one of the big things that put R.L. Stein on the map of being like the kids horror guy. So it's really cool. Again, also has some movies with the one with Jack Black. I didn't bother seeing it, obviously.
I didn't bother either.
It's not really for me, but still a very good show, all around enjoyable. So yeah, that's our list. What do you think? I know it's a shorter episode, not as many scary kids TV shows.
I think they should make more.
Let me know what you think below. Did you agree with our list? Did you not? So thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Again, my name's Legacy.
And I'm Max.
I'm Bobby.
And may the discussions begin.